My father's dying. Had a terminal diagnosis. According to the doctors, we have a couple months. My mother passed away in November. She suffered horribly. Change is at my doorstep. I'm worried about my two adopted children and the radical changes coming at their space. The world is mounting on top of me. Yet again. Part of me says I chose this. I chose to be the caretakers at my parents' end. I chose to be their caretaker. So what am I expecting here? But wow, is it rough. It is rough. Difficult. Difficult to try and work and help them at the same time. And yet at the very foundation of everything I believe in and everything I represent, I say to you, family must come first. If that means I'm going to eat rice and beans, so be it. If that means I don't have money to buy my shoes, so be it. Family must come first. So as I make this video, I'm taking a break. Not much of a break. But my hope here is to represent him before he passes. It's a difficult moment. Terrifying moment. I'm having panic attacks on a regular basis. But as a spiritualist, oh, what a beautiful story. My goodness, what a beautiful story. Strange as all get out. But it is the story. And that's what I hope you listen to right now. As a spiritualist, I sit here every morning, do our normal prayer and meditation. I try and get some flowers. And the first thing that happens is Marcus, who is the spiritual guide that oversees all of the readings, comes in. He's always got a suit. It's like young Rod Serling, perfect comment. Floating, comes in. We always go over things that we need to go over. You got too many readings. This person canceled. Blah 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 blah. He's kind of like the secretary, but always one in my ear and always telling me to back off when I'm in a bad mood or something. And so he's here and he tells me we have a problem. I was like, a problem? What problem? It's January, and my mother is upstairs, knocking on the Queen's door. The Queen! So here's my deceased mother in heaven saying, listen, I want my husband. Bring him up here. Okay? Like, that's the image we get. We're not sure if that's what she's doing, but why else is she knocking on the Queen's door? Which brings me to the Queen. Who is the Queen? Queen Lord Ma. Now, there's angels, there's cherubs, and then there's the ones like the president of the angels and the cherubs. Okay? All of this is operating in heaven. People often ask me, how big is heaven, Eric? I said, it's huge. It's the size of the cosmos. You're going to have to narrow it down. Each part of it, though, has a utopian society, completely different from the other ones, with a central theme. Come back to that all later. So this is just one huge epic empire ruled by a queen, and her job in the spiritual realm is death. She is the one that oversees transition. She is the one that oversees we're going back and forth, back and forth. That's her job. Now, it just so happens she got that job. I don't know, maybe I'm just assuming here. Don't know much about religion. She got the job because she is the most ferocious of all warriors. No one has ever defeated her, and she is the one that has defeated the undefeatable. She is the warrior. And yet, she's also considered mom. Mom, are you going to go out dressed like that? No. No, no, no. Like that would be her. Give her a baby. Like, so, oh, so has she been fed? She's not plumping up. I mean, she really envelops mom. And why wouldn't she? You need to understand this. She is adored by the spiritual realm. Totally adored by the spiritual realm. Because when you pass away, Aunt Betty, Uncle Bob, Aunt Janet, all of these figures are coming. They're all going to be there to greet you. They're all going to make sure that you return to heaven happily. Who invited all those people? She did. So that's who she's knocking on the door for. And we are worried. We have concerns. Oh, is she going to upset the balance of what we have going here? And so here's Marcus telling me here, please take care of this. I'm like, absolutely not. I am not getting in between those two. We'll just let this play out as it is. Fast forward a couple months, not that many months. I have a very strange talent. Strange. Utterly Twilight Zone, Dr. Doolittle strange. It has something to do with my constant communication with the spiritual realm. Me going back and forth, talking to them, back and forth. For some reason, animals are utterly fearless of me. I don't think they're attracted to me, but I mean, the hummingbird just comes right up to me. And I'm like, I don't have any honey. We got Fred. Fred comes in every morning. You leave my walnut? Where's my walnut? I don't see one here. I'm serious. These figures come in. We have birds. We have squirrels. All of them totally come to me. And I'm like, okay, this is new. Same energy emulates from plants. Wasn't there before. In this moment, Fred's getting his nut, and I'm like, talking to Fred, even though it's a little bird. He scurries off, and this gigantic crow just kaboom, right there. Kaboom! And I'm like, oh, what's with the crow? And I jokingly said, oh, you're the queen's bird. I better give you a nut. So I take a walnut, throw it out there. Bird doesn't leave. Okay, you're kind of being rude, Mr. Bird. Then the bird looks at me. I look at the bird. The bird looks at me with this total Twilight Zone moment. Like, you. And the next thing you know, I'm in a trance. Always with this trance. According to kids, when I fall into a trance, even though I'm sitting down here, when I fall into a trance, if I'm standing, my head's going up like this, and my hands are shaking. So my kids find it very embarrassing. And it's happening all the time now. I fall into a trance. There she is. Absolutely beautiful. The queen herself. She's got a beautiful crown covering her head, going down in a V shape. And then behind her is this gold emblem, larger, almost like two crowns, but it just sits in the back. And then she's wearing this white gown with these shiny emeralds, and you could see shiny gold. It sprinkles. It looked beautiful. Everything presentation-wise dictates that she is there for an official reason. She wouldn't get dressed up like this, and everything that she's dressed up on, it's not to be gaudy in any way. Those were gifts given to her that she's displaying to pay respect for the gift. And so she's staring at me, and I'm staring at her, and I'm thinking to myself, am I in trouble? And then she looks at me and she says, for love, for family. Who says no to that? And then she disappears. And as she disappears, in the smoke of the background, in some strange Twilight Zone scenario, there's B. And then it was all done. Bird left. And my first initial thought was, oh, B, you beat death. How did you do that? Love beat death. Like, wow. The glue of the universe prevailed. I thought to myself, that is absolutely beautiful. And then I thought to myself, wow, Eric, you are screwed. So I leave you with this final note. It's completely different reading. Marcus is there. It's normal daily routine, getting ready for readings. Someone's having horrible love issues. They fell madly in love, and now they're going to break up. And so they're getting a reading. And I remember him saying it. He looked over and he says, love. It's messy. What are you going to do? And that sums it up for me. I wanted to share this story with you because when it comes to the spiritual realm, when it comes to heaven, when it comes to whatever faith you're following, love must be at the center. If love is not sitting at the center of your faith, you're following the wrong faith. I'm sorry. Love is it. Love is what all of them are on the road in heaven following. That path and that path alone, love. Love, compassion, kindness, joy, happiness. They will fight for it. They will die for it. They will do everything to preserve it. It is the glue of the entire universe. Love. So know that. Know that if your faith sits at the center of love of all things, you are in the right space. Because at the end of the day, there is one rule that dictates the terms. And that rule is called for the king. The rule goes like this. There's a table in front of you. And no matter what, you're going to make decisions. Maybe you're going to be malicious. Maybe you're going to be strong-headed. Maybe you're not going to do anything at all. What decisions are you going to make? What direction are you going to have? What conflicts, the conflicts you have with other people. And the rule dictates that no matter what choice you make, at the center of the table must be love. That should dictate the terms. And so for my mom and my father, love is unbound and unbreakable. And wow, am I screwed.